Yeah, hello. My name is Alvin. I live in Cranston, Rhode Island, and here we begin. So, U.S. prison systems, they make about $80 billion a year, and well, that's $80 billion a year to hold innocent lives captive. $80 billion a year to make money off of people who have done nothing wrong. And see, the interesting thing about the prison system is how it came to be adopted was, through this very interesting loophole, from the 13th Amendment, as you guys are all aware. This interesting amendment which stated that, slavery was supposed to be abolished, but it said slavery is abolished unless someone committed a crime. So, a lot of these business interests, they took advantage of this loophole. They found that, well, United States was a country built off of, the enrichment and lucrative trade of slavery. So therefore, they can't stop such a trade. They need to keep this trade going. So what do? They instead created prison systems, that was going to harness Black lives. And it's because of this prison systems that the narrative of Black people as criminal is existence. And the media is a very interesting apparatus, to this capitalistic system, pushing a narrative, that Black people are criminals, so this whole entire, prison systems can continue to profit off of Black lives, and so the only way for us to facilitate a change is not by funding Black life organizations. Well, because, you guys know a lot of these are front organizations owned by, well, people who are not for the movement. So the only way to facilitate a change is an economic model that is an alternative institution that the U.S. can profit off of, that does not demean and that does not put Black lives in prison, that does not stop families from pursuing the right to live, the freedom of liberty, the ability to have choices. And it's until this economic institution that is not killing Black people, it is that institution that will facilitate a change. But unless that is created, unless an alternative institution is created, therefore will never be a change within the U.S. Because you see, slavery was supposed to be abolished, but because the U.S. is reliant on capitalist, it's reliant on slave labor, right? Because it's reliant on that, it found a loophole, which was mass incarceration of African Americans. And so this stereotype stuck throughout history. It's stuck throughout. And like I said, the media is an apparatus of this capitalistic system. So they're going to keep pushing this narrative that Black people are criminals. They're going to keep pushing it to the cops. And so therefore, the cops are going to keep putting Black people in prisons. And so the prison systems are going to continue to be filled with Black lives, and the businesses that profit off of the prison systems are going to continue to make money off of Black lives. So until there's an alternative institution that profits in a way that does not demean Black lives, there will never be a way that Black people will live freely within this country. And that is all. So I'd like to usher you guys to take the time, hopefully to think through a method of which we can create an economic model that, is very prosperous, but, for not just white Americans or, people who happen to, fit within the right skin color, but a economic model of which everyone can live freely. And it's till this alternative institution is created that thus change will come. Thank you.